everyone is on some kind of subscription. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and before you even had breakfast, your money's gone to 10 different companies. Not because you got anything today, but because companies already owns a tiny piece of your paycheck. A decade ago, buying something usually means owning it. Yet today, you gotta rent your music, games, movies, software, even sometimes things on your car. So what happened? Why is it suddenly impossible to escape subscriptions? And more importantly, is it better for us or is it better for the companies? Think about how people used to buy software. You walk into a store, pick up a box containing Microsoft Office or Photoshop, and you buy it and you own it and use it forever. That company made one sale. And if they wanted you to spend more money, they'd have to improve on that product and make you interested in that product and sell you that. That model had one problem. Revenue is unpredictable because you might not like their new products. You might just like the old one and you might decide to just stick with that. Fast internet became normal. Cloud computing became cheap and companies realized something huge. Selling product once wasn't nearly as profitable as charging people every single month. Instead of just $100 once, they could just charge $8, $10, $12 every single month. And that single idea changed business. Imagine you own a coffee shop. You're gonna have no idea how many people will walk in. It's gonna be unpredictable. Might be a bad day of business, might be a good day of business. But imagine if 100,000 people agreed to buy your coffee every single day. Now it's just predictable. Now you know this many people will buy it this month, this day. That's exactly what subscription is. So instead of chasing new customers every single time, you can just use the existing customer and make them stay forever. Investors love this idea, and that's one of the main reasons why tech companies moved to subscriptions aggressively over this last decade. Adobe stopped selling permanent license. Microsoft pushed Microsoft 365. Streaming replaced actual CDs. Gaming shifted toward Game Passes and PlayStation Pluses. And from 2028, you're not going to be even able to get a CD from PlayStation, which creates a recurring revenue, and that's one of the most important factors for a company. Now this is a psychology part. Paying $700, $800 pounds for one product feels expensive. Yeah, if you pay a tiny amount every single month, it's gonna feel low. You're just gonna feel, oh, it's just $10, $20 every month, I don't really mind. And you pay it. Yeah, it keeps going on every single month. Even though you don't spend a lot today, by the time you finish paying that, you would have spent way more. And companies know this. Breaking a large payment into small tiny payments will almost make it seem invisible. Another trick is automatic renewal, right? Most subscriptions continue unless you cancel them. And an average Joe will forget about a subscription because they're so busy with work. Maybe you think you'll cancel next month, maybe the month after, and it keeps on going. Streaming changed everything. Perhaps no other industry impacted more or showed this better than the entertainment industry. Buying movies used to be, you have a collection of CDs that you can play anytime you want, and you will have a shelf full of CDs. But streaming changed that. For just a tiny price, you're gonna have access to thousands of movies, shows, everything. But does it really feel like it? It feels like a very good deal for a while, but then every studio launched its own platform. Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Paramount, Disney. Ironically, subscriptions were supposed to make you feel easy. But now, an average household pays more in streaming than they would for an actual physical DVDs. And some subscriptions will show you ads even if you pay them monthly. You're gonna have to pay this dollars for this plan, this much dollars for this plan. That's getting ridiculous, man. These type of subscriptions aren't just stopping a software, by the way. They've also been implemented in cars. I heard in some cars, if you wanna use the autopilot system, which is built into it, you're gonna have to pay subscriptions. And they're testing some subscriptions for heated seats, remote starts, and some assistive drive. The hardware is already there, but they will choose whether you use it or not. Depends if you pay up. Even if these experiments failed or received backlash, they reveal something important. Ownership itself is changing. Maybe we never owned anything to begin with, but at least we had physical things that make it feel like that we actually owned it. You're not buying anything, you're just buying access. And then came the doom, artificial intelligence. Every artificial intelligence needs powerful computers to run them. Every question, every image, every video you need to create. Which is why every major AI platform requires a subscriptions to use those powerful features. Instead of paying once, you pay for powerful models, monthly. Faster responses, better images, better videos. But consumers are pushing back though. Some governments have started looking into how these subscriptions work, because some of these websites make signing up very easy but then you want to cancel it, it's incredibly hard to cancel. Businesses are also finding out there's a limit to how many monthly payments that the people are willing to manage. And normal household, as price rises, people are starting to realize, oh, this is actually expensive. I don't actually need this. I don't actually use this. So I'm gonna cancel that. Thus forcing companies to actually look for new customers or to actually review their company and try to make it better. They also try to prove to you that they're worth every single penny. Subscriptions aren't taking over because companies have suddenly become greedy. They've always been greedy. Now it's just technology allows them to. And for businesses, this is one of the most reliable ways to make money. For consumers, it's a bit more complicated. Subscriptions can make everything easy than a big one-time payment, but they also transform your ownership into just access. Instead of buying things, we're just renting our lives. It might not seem like a big decision. Oh, it's just 1 month, I'll cancel after that. But if you do it across multiple things like Spotify, Netflix, other things, it's gonna add up. And imagine millions and billions of people doing that. And with all that, the biggest question rises: will we own anything at all in the future? And we'll never know, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. That's everything I got for today. Subscribe! I'll see you guys in the next one.